This is Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by unbeaten super lightweight Harlem Eubank. Harlem, how you doing?
I'm well, thanks, mate. Nice to be speaking to you again.
Same. You're back out next week in Newcastle, Channel 5 once again. Are you excited? How's camp been?
Very excited. Camp's been good. Been in the gym, honestly, since the Monday after my last fight. So been ready and raring to go. You know, I live the life and I'm improving every day in the gym. So it's another opportunity to show my skills and show what I've been working on, show the improvements and the adjustments. And just had a week out in Marbella with the boys training. So it was good to, have a change of environment and just see, and just that, sometimes it's nice to just adjust to a different space, different runs, different, environments. So it was a good week of hard work out there and now back to finish off the last little bits before fight night.
The last fight with Sean Dodge, you obviously got him out of there in great fashion. You must have been delighted with the performance. Were you kind of hoping, was there a part of you that was hoping you might get a few more rounds from him?
To be honest, I thought it would be a longer distance fight. I thought I was going to have to be patient and get to him down the stretch. But the opportunity just presented itself earlier than I expected, and I took it.
In the build-up to that fight on Fight Week, in fact, Callis Howland was saying he'd be pushing the board of control for the winner of you and Sean Dodds to get a shot at the British title at 10 stone. It looks like it is going to be Dalton Smith and Sam O'Mason for that belt. BoxRec aren't the best at rankings necessarily, but they do have you ahead of both of those fighters. How do you feel about not being one of the people challenging for that Lonsdale belt?
I don't understand it personally. I think I've overcome a lot of challenges domestically, enough for my name to be right up there, and I hope the Boxing Board of Control would be pushing my name up there for that British title shot. I feel like, out of the up and comers, I've overcome the most challenges, with 50-50 fights and I feel like I've put my name there. I'm in position now. So I feel like the British title is soon to be mine.
Well, they clash a week after you in Newcastle. Who do you see coming out on top in that Sheffield fight?
I've never watched. I've never seen the other kid, to be honest. I couldn't say, but I would expect Smith to come out on top of that. But I've never seen the other kid. When I see it announced, I thought it would be more. There's certain names that regulate, that go around the circuit, and I thought that was kind of like a curveball. So, I expect Smith to come out on top of that. But like I said, I haven't seen much of the other kids, so I can't really tell you what the other kid's about, really.
You've obviously seen a bit of Dalton Smith, though. All his fights have been on Matchroom shows on TV or on the Zone. Is that a fight you relish, regardless of the Lonsdale belt itself? As an opponent, is that someone you'd like to fight?
Definitely. I think he's one of the better challengers at the weight class in the, with the experience level close to mine, obviously more in the amateurs, but I think it'll be a great fight. I think he's one of the better talents and one of the better fighters, at this weight that's still yet to prove themselves. So it's definitely a fight that I would relish.
Good stuff. Now, I wanted to talk to you. Obviously, I saw on Instagram yesterday was the birthday of your late cousin, Sebastian. Just a little bit about him. And obviously, I know you think about him every day, but his birthday must have been an especially poignant occasion.
Yeah, definitely. It was his memorial on the 7th as well. So it was, one year since he transitioned. So the boys were actually out in Marbella 2 weeks before, but obviously I hung back for the memorial and then flew out literally that same night to training camp. So it's been a hectic couple weeks. So I think it's, I've been keeping my mind busy. yeah, it's Seb. He's on my mind every day, and there's certain moments where I would call him up, and I know that his advice would be the first advice I go to for certain things, and it's in them moments especially that I think of him, and I'm happy that he came here, and he achieved all he did and helped people and did make that impact, and he really wanted to make the world a better place and have a positive impact and leave his mark, and he definitely done that. So I'm just proud that he came and done what he was meant to do.
Now, another cousin of yours, his brother, of course, Chris Eubank Jr., widely reported or speculated in the last couple of weeks heading towards a showdown with Conor Benn. I'm not going to ask you to confirm or deny, but did you think when you first started your pro career that it'd be more likely that you might fight Conor Benn one day, given the weights, rather than Chris Jr.?
Most definitely, but yeah, boxing throws some curveballs, doesn't it? You never know what's going to happen, and I guess if it makes money, it makes sense. So weight class is irrelevant, and I think that's the case. It's a big money fight. The people are hyped up with the footage of Senior and Nigel Benn, so I think it sells itself. So yeah, why not?
If it does come off, and what the reports are saying is that it'll be promoted by DAZN, Matchroom on DAZN, does that kind of preclude you from being any part of the undercard, or would that still be a possibility?
I hope it's still a possibility. It's since signing with Wasserman, and the plan was always to fight on Junior's undercards, and I think this one, it makes sense to fight on the undercard. It's a Eubank Benn affair, and it makes sense to also show the growth of my career, and and on that platform also. So I would hope to be fighting on Junior's undercard in that affair.
Good stuff. Now, you're obviously going to back your cousin. I wouldn't expect any different. But how much of a challenge in the ring do you think Conor Benn can pose?
For Chris, I don't think much. I think he'll try to box early, and maybe even have some success in the early rounds. But the way Chris operates, when he turns that engine up, with the weight difference, the experience difference, he's just going to be too much.
With the kind of rivalry, the historic rivalry between Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr., how much of that, not even animosity, but competitiveness, if you like, between the two families, how much of that has been passed down to your generation and Chris Jr. and so on?
I think it's something that will be in the back of both their minds. I think it's a whole different setup now, especially for that fight, because of the weight difference. I think they both understand it's more of an opportunity to create a pay-per-view event than it was when Senior and Benn. It was these are the two best middleweights or whatever, and they were gunning for each other. I think this is more a case of it makes sense to create such an event while they're both young and still in their primes. I think it's a slightly different occasion than the former between Senior and Benn.
Does it kind of whet your appetite for when you're at that level where you can main event that sort of card, like a box office event, a big domestic rivalry, whatever form that might take?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. I think this is, these big fight nights that really engage the public is what every boxer aspires to achieve, and to box on them kind of nights when there's so much to lose, so much on the line, that's what really gets you up to train and to put it all in. When you might not want to, that's what really gets you up for actually putting the work in. And that's what it takes to get to that position as well.
And how's things in the boxing booth gym at the moment? I know Mick Conlon makes his, excuse me. Saying Mick Conlon's name just messed my throat up. He's obviously got like voodoo powers. Mick Conlon's coming back soon as well. We're going to see him back in action in Ireland. What's the atmosphere like in the gym at the moment?
It's really good. Everyone's on a high. Like I say, just come back from that Marbella training camp, and everyone kind of gelled together and really put the work in and bounced off each other. So just settling back into the gym really now, and spirits are high. Mick's training hard ahead of his return. I'm excited for him to show what he can do against another tough competitor in Mariaga. So excited for him. Disappointed he can't be in my corner because I fought the week before. But yeah, he's I'll get next weekend over and done with it, and I'll be out to Belfast to watch him make his return.
And you've obviously got Josh on the same bill, main event in the show in Newcastle as well. That would be pretty cool to be on your friend's undercard in, near where he's from.
Definitely. Most definitely excited for Josh to, continue to show people what he can do. He's one of the most talented fighters, out there. So I'm just, I can't wait for him to really prove, to the people how good he is. And next weekend is another opportunity to do that in Newcastle, in his hometown. So I'm excited to be a part of that too.
Are you looking forward to getting a reception from the Geordies, the North East fans?
Yeah, for sure. I think Chris made his impact in Newcastle with the microwave. So
are you going to be on the lookout for kitchen appliances then?
Yeah, that's it.
How do you top a microwave? I don't know, big toaster or something?
Washing machine.
Yeah, that would be,
What can you carry? What's realistic? But I'm looking forward to fighting up there. Newcastle fans are big boxing fans, so I'm excited to put on a performance in Newcastle.
Great stuff, mate. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to the show. I think I'm actually going to Bournemouth for the boxer show that night, but I'm sure I'll catch some of it or all of it on TV at the same time, hopefully.
Multitask.
Yeah, I'll try. But yeah, very best of luck. And let's catch up again after the fight.
Cheers, Danny. Nice one, mate.
Cheers, mate. Always a pleasure. Take care.